HIV, viral load, HIV multiplies. When it comes to your body, it multiplies. It counts. That's why we call it viral load. It counts and it multiplies. So when it attacks your CD4, it will now multiply in your body, which will now take it to that stage it's called AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency virus. Now, it's what we call viral suppression. Viral suppression is what happens when we apply antiretroviral therapy, ART. When we apply antiretroviral therapy, we are opportune not to get to that stage called AIDS. I will later illustrate what we call self-test kits. For those who are always shy and ashamed of going to have an HIV test because they're scared. When they go to have an HIV test, they'll be shy. What if they're positive? They're always scared. Don't worry. I'll give you an illustration. On a particular kit we can always use by ourselves. You test yourself at home. You don't need blood, you don't need anything. You just test yourself and you know if you're negative or positive. Then you know what to do with your life. Now, causes of HIV. We have unprotected sex, which is very conversant. Sexual intercourse, that's the number one cause of HIV. It's very conversant. We have sharing of sharp objects, needles, we know those ones now. And mother-to-child transmission. When a mother has HIV, it's very possible to give birth to a child who doesn't have HIV. But then, that mother has to be undergoing ART for the child not to have HIV. But it's 100% possible to also bear a child who doesn't have HIV. And also marry a HIV negative person. We have occupational exposure. Occupational exposure is people that works in a health center, people that works in hospitals. Like that, they're always exposed. So it's also one of the causes of HIV. I myself, I'm not a doctor. I didn't study nursing in school, but I'm a counselor. So I test people on HIV sometimes. So if I don't use the right and proper test kits, I'll put myself to risk and I'll contact HIV. Now, outcome of results, we know the positive and negative. Negative, people that don't have, people that have. Treatments and options to medications of HIV. There's what we call PrEP. PrEP is called pre-exposure prophylaxis, and we have PEP, post-exposure prophylaxis, and we have ART, antiretroviral drugs. All these drugs are very, very important. That's why sometimes you see people that have HIV, they're looking fat. Even you who don't get HIV, this thing, there's people who get HIV, don't get what they pass you. Because taking the right drugs, taking care of themselves. That PrEP is called pre-exposure prophylaxis. I'm not giving you tips to go and start having sex up and down. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm giving you tips or preventive measures to avoid HIV. Now this PrEP, it's 30. It has no side effects. It's 30 minutes and it's usually 1 month. If you have a month that's 1 month, you know those are the first months. You just take it for 30 days and that's all. Now, this PrEP, you take it once every day. Preferably in the morning, afternoon, night, but once daily. Once you take it, it will build your immune system and prevent you from contracting HIV. You can go to a salon, barb your hair, you finish barbing someone, and they sterilize the paper, they use it on your hair. Anyway, the virus is very, very easy to erase. Let me know. Okay, someone perhaps said, let's say if we go salon, we barb our hair, they will be scared. Tell them they sterilize the paper, it's just for precautionary measures. But when you go to a salon and the person before you has barbed his head, and you go to barb your hair, and the person has HIV, the person is positive, and has a slight cough, and there's no contact, and he comes to you and barb your head, the virus will not erase immediately, within 10 seconds, because the virus is very, very weak. It's very, very weak, so it can erase. So don't be scared. For the ladies who use comb to share combs with your fellow, your friends or your thereabouts, there's nothing wrong with that. But please just try to have a personal kits and all that. It's very, very important. So this PrEP builds the immune system, it prevents you from contracting HIV, it has no side effects. Just when you take it, you know how drugs is, you have malaria drugs. When you take malaria drugs, definitely it will bring you down. Depends on the particular drug you're taking. That's how this one works too. It has no side effects. It might just bring you down, that's all. But it has no side effects. It's highly recommendable. And we have ART and we have PEP. PEP, remember I said PrEP is pre-exposure prophylaxis. Now PEP is post-exposure prophylaxis. if you come across or come in contact with someone who have HIV, be it blood, be it sexual intercourse, be it anything. And PEP on its other side is post-exposure prophylaxis. When you take PEP, so you make sure when you have, for example, let me just use sex because we're all youths, we're prone to sex if we're sexually active. When you have sexual intercourse with somebody, and that person is HIV positive, you don't know, and you have the need to help that he had, or you heard that she had, once you take ART, the PEP, post-exposure prophylaxis, you make sure you take it within 72 hours, which is 15 days. And once you take it, you not complete usage, nothing will happen to you. It's not 100% guaranteed, but please believe it. Thank you. And then we have ART. Usually it comes in 90 tabs, or you can take it for 30 days, then you stop, you can continue later. It's for people that are HIV positive. If you're HIV positive, this is for you. Some people are here HIV positive. I know a lot of people are HIV positive, but they'll be hiding it. We know. I've tested a lot of people. Sometimes when we go for outreaches, I could test 10 persons, 2 persons HIV positive, but you feel like they don't have it because no it's in their face. Why? Because they're taking these drugs and it's really building their body and making them have a good shape. Now, I want to talk about the window period. Window period now is a period whereby somebody has HIV, but it's not detectable in the body when you use a self-test kit. Like for example, I could go to a salon and barb my hair, and I will contact HIV. It will not show in my body immediately in the blood stream. It will not show until after 3 months. So when you go for HIV tests, the only way it will show is when you go for a wider test, a proper test in the lab, it will show. But when you use all this self-test kit to test yourself, window period is a period whereby that HIV will not be detected in your body. It will not show that you have HIV. You can even go to the lab and not really show because the HIV, the virus has not really gone around the body, so it's kind of not showing. Then after 3 months, you will go to run around test and not see HIV in your body. So people have surprised, okay, you did something bad today. You will now went to the hospital and check yourself, you didn't see HIV, you'll be happy, you'll be jumping, I don't have HIV, I don't have HIV. And then go the next 3 months, go to the pharmacy or the clinic or anywhere, do your or run your test, you could see HIV in your body. And that is that for now. That is the window period. And it is advisable to always check your HIV status every 3 months. Every 3 months. Once you check it once in 3 months, don't bother checking it again. Because even though you have it within that 3 months, it will not show in your body. So go every 3 months. That is how to check your status. It's normal that way. And this is called oral quick. I brought this here so I can give an illustration. For people that don't like checking the status in public, it's called oral quick. If you go to any pharmacy, you see it. You ask them for HIV self-test kits, oral quick, and they'll give it to you. So this is how it goes. Open it. You don't need blood to check your status with this particular test kit. When you open it, when you open it, you see 3 items in this particular part. When you open it first, you see 3 items. One is the manual, which I want to explain now. Then we have the landing. You drop the landing. I needed this table here, but don't worry, let's do it here. You drop, can we see here? The landing, see the landing. Should we here? Okay, this is the landing. You drop the landing there. Then the manual is already outside. You already know what to do. So you now open this. You see something like this. This is a CNT line you use for your preferable. Before you brush your teeth in the morning, do this. Don't do that I brushed because it's not blood test, it's just normal test. So when you bring out this in the morning before you bath, early in the morning preferable, you go through, use this to go through your tap like this. Upper and lower. So when you go around the well, I made a mistake. But before you do that, make sure you bring out your puffer. It's all about puffer. This is puffer. You now open it like this. When you open it, you place it on your landing. When it's here, you now take this one and put it. That's what you use on your jar. You now put it like this and give it some time, just a minute. It's not up to a minute. You see your results. So while we're waiting for our results, I'll tell you others. So that's allow self-test. Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Delay. So this is allow self-testing. So most many companies they are doing for allow self-testing. Let us get an idea of what it looks like. So when you need to come out to your hospital, you ask them for all our self-testing. So it's still coming out. It's not coming out. You will see. The line. You can show two lines. If it has two lines, you are positive. And that's only one line, you are negative. Let me see. You are positive. We have the C line and the C line here. If your test results shows two lines, you have HIV, you are positive. If it shows one line, you are negative. Look at the C line. The C line. If it shows two lines, you are negative. You are positive. If it shows one line, you are